What's up, everyone? My name is Percell, the founder of Good Work, and you're tuning in to Gospel Goodies TV.
Gospel Goodies.
Gospel Goodies. Gospel Goodies.
This is Gospel Goodies.
You recently shared a call to action for the fitness industry open letter on Self Magazine, and it kind of looked into the structural health gap between Black and white communities. What did you find in your research, and why was it important for you to share that?
What I found in my research was really that the fitness industry hasn't prioritized Black bodies and the health of Black bodies in terms of advocating for us or caring for us in many ways. There's definitely a gap there and some room for improvement. And I think one of the things I'm really excited about in terms of the work that we're doing with Fit for Us is to really strategically impact our community by advocating for them in terms of diversity, equity, inclusion, empowering them with reliable knowledge and resources for Black fitness professionals to really help them elevate and grow their careers and their overall knowledge, but also service our communities in ways to help put it into this Black health gap that exists within the country.
What do you think are some solutions to that health gap?
I think one of the things that the fitness industry can do is partner with local farmers markets and organizations, especially nonprofits such as Project Eats, and even one, it's not Black owned, but they're based out of Philadelphia called Sally Black. And they have initiatives that really aim to pair communities and educate them and help them have more access to produce, organic produce and nutritious foods. They do a lot of workshops and different things like that to help bridge that gap and make natural produce and organic and natural foods more accessible. I feel like the fitness industry can go a long way in doing things like that. Also, just the idea of like not having gyms in our communities that serve us pizza every Tuesday. I think that's really, really problematic. And something I definitely would like to see change.
Wow, they're serving pizza in gyms?
Yeah, I don't want to throw the gym under the bus. But there's a gym out here that costs like $10 a month to go to, and then on like Tuesdays and like they give out bagels, and another day they give out pizza, and it's just like, we already have with so many Burger Kings and Popeyes and corner stores and liquor stores in our neighborhood. How about we had more farmers markets, right? How about we had more workshops to teach people how to plant and garden and really live more sustainable lifestyles? And I think the fitness industry, in terms of dealing and relating to Black lives, they just haven't done much. And I think that's very much a room for opportunity for them in terms of just having a more valuable and positive impact on our lives and experiences.
Got you. And how do you address those type of issues in your work? I know you have Good Work and then Fit for Us.
Yeah, so Good Work was founded to make more fitness more inclusive and accessible. And when we talk about inclusive, we really mean just making spaces diverse and making sure that our presence and our experiences are very well known and heard. But also in terms of accessibility, the fitness industry is very, very lucrative in terms of business, but oftentimes it leaves out Black and brown folks because we don't necessarily can't afford, or most of us can't afford, $100 or $175 sessions, right? So making sure that we can meet them where they are, whether it's by doing community workouts in parks and or free YouTube classes and or workouts on social media and or a digital workout program that I have called Work From Home, which costs about like $40 a month. Anyone can take those classes as long as you have Wi-Fi, or if you're in the neighborhood and you want to get a good workout in, but we do have outdoor classes as well. And then with Fit for Us, a lot of the work that we do in terms of being accessible and addressing these things, we just finished a workshop that we had over the first 3 days of October, in which we hosted a series of workshops for Black fitness professionals to help them elevate their careers, teaching them about the nuances of how to scale and run a more sustainable business, helping them learn the nuances of certain like workouts and programming for classes, and then also just in terms of like the hardware and how to leverage your business and scale it in the digital space. A lot of gyms are closed right now and not operating at the same level they used to. So because of COVID and that's impact on the entire market of fitness, we've been able to really look at Black fitness professionals and understand that, they might not be able to afford a $100 mic, right? Or $300 mic, or they might not be able to have access to, the latest certifications that cost thousands of dollars. And what we've done is be able to provide scholarships for them and grants to help them pay for these certifications while simultaneously teaching them the nuances of the business and helping them with their careers. We're currently partnering with Color of Change to bring about the Sanity Plan, which is really an initiative to help prioritize wellness in an election year. I think with all the stress in this current presidency and how this election year is set to impact Black lives, whether it be, with Trump winning or with Biden winning, the primary election. I think regardless of who wins, there's still a lot of work to be done in terms of prioritizing self-care for Black bodies. So what we're really excited about doing is partnering with Color of Change to bring about different initiatives and workshops to help make wellness more accessible, but also to provide people with some relief.
That's really awesome. I love the unity there too.
Yeah, I think it's really about community. I know folks love to post about like before and after pictures and talk about their weight loss journey, and those things are amazing and very impactful. But you know, how sustainable is your wellness journey if you're living in a food desert or a food insecure neighborhood, right? Like the numbers on the scale are important, but also, you know, that's only one person's experience, right? We still have a number of Black folks who are dying of heart disease every day. And it's a very, very alarming number when you think about it. And I think the fitness industry could just do a better job. And we're excited to bridge that gap and lead that conversation.
For sure. And it takes a lot of commitment to do that and to just have, or to be better healthy and to be better in wellness and fitness. And outside of it being a part of your career and passion, what are some things that kind of keep you motivated in it?
I think I wake up every day, man, and this is just something I'm passionate about. My mom is a pastor. My dad is a professor at a college. And I think I was always encouraged to just go for it, whatever my dreams were. And I think ultimately, being in my industry, I've just seen, you know, my family, my siblings, right? People in my community who, you know, would work out and take good care of their bodies, but you know, didn't really have access to therapy, right? And mental health was very much in question for them. Or maybe they had a therapist, but they didn't necessarily have a very healthy relationship with food, and it was very emotional. They would lean on food to make them feel better. And I think ultimately having these conversations in a very holistic way and tying in the different layers and nuances of wellness and not just focusing on, you know, getting 8 6-pack abs or running your fastest mile. It's like all these things are important, but there is some macro issues rather that impact your relationship with wellness. And my calling in life, I really feel like, is to change people's lives by having an impact on these macro ways that we engage with wellness. And then if I do so in a very, very earnest way, and I'm intentional about it, I think, you know, I can go a long way in terms of furthering and living out Good Works mission, but also Fit for Us will go a very, very long way, and we'll deliver on our message in terms of ensuring that Black bodies are empowered, advocated for, and definitely serviced.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned intention. I think people should be more intentional. I like that your company is being intentional, and I think it also sets a tone for people outside of us to be intentional and to just remember that we're here and that we are under service. So that's really cool that you guys are doing that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just something that I don't feel like has been talked about in this way. I think we are always, you know, hearing about like this person's weight loss journey and, oh, I lost 20 pounds and, oh, you know, like, you know, my diet is this, or, you know, I fasted cardio and all these different techniques, and that's great. But it should be just as accessible for myself to get in shape and for you to get in shape as it is for our parents, for our children, for our neighbors, and everyone else in our community. And currently, that's just not the reality of it. And I would love to just continue to do the work and make progress in that space so that Black bodies everywhere within the US and across the world can have a fair shot and maximize their relationship with wellness.
Got you. For people who don't already have that access or are looking for ways to learn more about it, what are 3 tips you could share with them, or 3 resources you could share with them to just kind of get the more well-rounded version of wellness?
Yeah, I definitely would say check out and follow Fit for Us on Instagram and on Twitter. Fit for Us org is specifically our handle. I would say join Fit for Us in our initiative because it's a great way to be involved. A lot of the projects that we have coming up and a lot of the initiatives that we have coming up are about empowering our communities, whether it be Black fitness professionals or just Black bodies in general. I would say check out and follow Color of Change because a lot of the initiatives that they do are to bring about change that really impacts in a positive way the Black community. And lastly, I would say check out Good Work. I think a lot of what we're doing is committed to empowering and making fitness and wellness more accessible for Black and brown bodies. So that would be my 3 tips. The last thing I would recommend folks to do, I'm really big on meditation. I think mindfulness is very much a part of my everyday practice. I start my day with about 20 minutes to myself. I'm not talking to my dog. I'm not texting anybody. I'm not tweeting. I really just sit in silence. Sometimes I use an app called Headspace, So I would encourage everyone to really process their relationship with themselves through the lens of mindfulness and meditation, and explore that as best possibly they can.